What is the name of the era under King Charles? In the UK, the Elizabethan era has come to an end. Previously we have had Georgian, Victorian and Edwardian eras. Under King Charles III, what is the name of the era now?
There are precedents. He is King Charles III. The era of King Charles I was called Caroline, whereas the reign of King Charles II was referred to as Carolean. It may be that a third term will have to be coined to differentiate His Majesty from his predecessors. Otherwise, these two terms are good candidates too. Maybe New Carolean era or New Carolean age, as some hasten to say already. Express.co.uk writes in the same lines. The era of King Charles I was known as the Caroline era, while the reign of King Charles II has been noted in records as the Carolean era. So it remains to be confirmed what historians may refer to this period of Charles' reign as. Note that the late Queen's era has been called, unofficially though, the Second Elizabethan Age, The Atlantic, E-News, Tortoise Media etc. Not the Elizabethan Age which denotes the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. As for Carolingian, historians did not select this term for the former two English kings named Charles. Perhaps in order to distinguish them from the Frankish line of kings. Carolingian is defined by M.W. Although relating to a Frankish dynasty founded by Charlemagne's father, Pepper III, dating from about AD 613 and including among its members the rulers of France from 751 to 987, of Germany from 752 to 911, and of Italy from 774 to 961. See also Oxfordal. Here is an interesting article entitled What Will King Charles' Reign Be Called? That mentions all three terms, but warns that we might end up with none of them. Here's a quote. When it comes to how we refer to the time period in general, in the case of the Tudor period which ended with Elizabeth I's reign, it's also likely that the whole line of succession may come to be known as the Windsor era, from Charles V, onwards. Others speculate that modern times will call for the period to be known by landmarks other than the monarch, like the digital age. Ed note, Charles V should of course say George V.
In a speech in the House of Commons, the UK's new Prime Minister Liz Truss said, "We will all support him in this House, as he leads our country to a new era of hope and progress." Our new Caroline era. This is the spelling used in this report. In a statement made today, Friday the 9th of September 2022, Fabian Picardo, Chief Minister of Gibraltar, said a new Caroline era beckons. That is the spelling used in the transcript on the linked web page.
We are yet to see. The Caroline era or the Carolean era, or something similar, may be used once again. The former is used to refer to King Charles I's reign and the latter to King Charles II's. However, it might be the case that we won't give King Charles III's era a name that corresponds to his name. One possibility would be Carolingian, which currently refers to the dynasty of Charlemagne, Charles I in French. Calling it post-Elizabethan would be a little rude.
No era named has been decided yet, and given how era names tend to be used the most in the field of history, there may not even be an era named this century.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.